ZNacho versus ZNacho. Now, I am just making myself a quick party. Sorry for the slight blue screen, but we will be bringing that to an end right now. That is us on the boys. I am with ZNacho. They are both in my invite lobby, so there should be no issue with me connecting to the playlist with them, allowing us to limit the amount of issues we sometimes get connection. Now just sharing a stream again as I do. Oh, pressing the wrong buttons, here we go, and there we are. Just take it a little moment to figure itself out. I'm going to light my smoke quickly. Oh, nice. I'll be with you guys in the comments very, very shortly. Just going to share this. We'll go the opposite way round to the way I do the title. It's the way I always like to do it, and that way not showing too much favouritism with who I put first and second. It's just someone has to go first, somebody has to go second in my titles. So I do like to swap it round when I promote it in the chat so it goes the other way. That is the Champions League one. There it is into my Stunt Racing chat, into my crew chat, and if any of you goat guys or ride guys are around, do feel free to share it into them chats as well, so that you can come support, so that they can come support both Leo and Goat, ZNacho from Ride. Just going to let the guys know that I am good to go on them. Oh, as Nacho has took me into the playlist. Now, ready, and that's that sent, and now I am heading into the YouTube chats with you guys. Yo, Jack, and we have James, and thank you very much, my man. There's two guys having a little chat in game chat, just seeing, making sure that they're both ready. I would pop into game chat and wish them both luck, but they cannot hear me. And James, dude, like I did mention in the little message earlier, we'll have to get you back in the party soon. We have missed having you with us. So I'll make sure that you get an invite tomorrow, and you're more than welcome to join. Like I mentioned in the previous stream, none of the little politics and stuff between the crews have anything to do with me, and pros have nothing against having goats and ride members in our party playing in our playlist, unless it is a crew exclusive, obviously, but all of our crews do that. Like, we are not trying to step on anybody's toes. We appear to have accidentally done so, but it is more through a bit of positivity and our friends coming to us rather than us feeling members, if that makes any sense. And I hope that I'm going to have to... Oh, shit, get rid of that. I need to stick my headset on.
Jack having some like that.
In chat and making sure it's put across as a joke. Neo getting hung up early on the barrier, and that is going to allow Nacho to pull away nice and strong. We are going to go on to Nacho and watch some of the strong brake boosting. We see it as he drifts across the curb, getting nice and strong, had to pull round the spinner. Really nice and tight. Hello, Fuckstein again, and Alex, my main, entering chat. I will be doing a 100 subscriber special. Yes, I shall. I think what I'm initially planning, because it's going to take a bit of time to do my actual plan, is this week I will do 2 or 3 big commentary streams on bigger lobbies. It might potentially have to be over the weekend, but I believe that me and Jack are taking a bit of a week off from hosting the weekly big one, so it might be done on Friday and Saturday night. That will be the initial special, so be able to commentate on like 32 to 48 people, say, over the weekend. And then also I'm hoping it is possible, there may be some technical difficulties, but I will be doing something else as a like get to know you experience, and then hopefully my idea of bringing a musician into the game to do a live gig, but that is the bit that might be technically slightly limited with the potential of the PlayStation. But we have seen Nacho be nice and clean and extending his lead at the front. Leo Gio just coming round, bend to the left and straightening up onto the straight. A fair whack behind. No offence there meant, Leo, you do know you're up against one of the best, ZNacho. There'll be no strict FIFA. James is mainly going to stick to GTA for myself and commentary things, and then like I'll take part in like, we'll do like a playlist and do a little bit of free roam meeting with up to 30 of us in game chat and have a laugh together sort of thing. Maybe like an impromptu race around the city. But for that, I would like to get to know some of you a little bit more and stuff like that. And we saw 256.916, and unfortunately, with getting hung up on the edge of the thing, the platform, did unfortunately DNF. No, I think this week, the weekly big one, are going to be just postponed this week. And it allows us to take a little bit of a break from the attendance for B lobby was much lower this week. So we'll take a week off while we rethink the way we're going to do it. Like, depending on, did I really call? Okay, it's versus Nacho, that's all right. These two made that playlist. I thought that was my name. Yeah, it allows us to just rethink the way we take it going forward, so we can reassess it on the amount of people we have qualify. Maybe we just do have the one set lobby if we only get, say, 30 people come in on a week, but if they a full like 32 to 40, then we will have both the A and B lobbies again opened up, and then the third lobby can be more open to the community and stuff, so it feels, so the final lobby, whatever it is, will become open to the community when we do bring it back in the next couple of weeks. It's not gone, it is just being postponed. And we just need a little reassessment and to work out what we do with the points and best laps, and have a little conversation with you guys, and it will give us the chance to do a little something for the channel with the commentary stuff, and do 100, like I say, do the 100 subscribers special with the community as we do flick to Leo. Nacho is already pulling away nicely into the lead, able to already buy himself a slight mistake. And James, I know that the past couple before this one clashed with another event you regularly take part in, and then this week's was a little bit later at 11 PM, and I know you've been a bit busier in the days recently. So yeah, James is only in Scotland, Alex, so it's the same as UK times, but he's been a bit busier in the days now, lockdown's starting to lift a little. So maybe not got quite as much time free in the evenings. Nice and clean through the first tube from Leo. But Nacho is pulling away. The back end of Leo's car did lift up quite a lot, a little bit squirrely and nicely into the tube. Just a little clip at the front left wheel from the entrance to the tube. That was a very, very nice line from Leo and may have shortened the gap. Just unfortunately, as I say, the gap was shortening. He's unfortunately drifted by checkpoint and ended up slamming into the wall. Yeah, this is the new selection of tracks mobbing. I did announce it, or I believe it was announced earlier, it may not have been, but it's Plummet, Pier Race, Maze Bank and Dream Machine, and you can now obviously arrange your match with me. So if you'd like to schedule that in now, I know that I believe it was the 10 o'clock time on Friday. And we can maybe book it in for, again, 10 PM Friday. If that seems to work for you and Shiftless, and I'll pencil that in now and make sure I don't book any commentaries around that time, as Nacho has been really nice and clean, and he's been able to extend his lead. We see Leo Geo just next to the tube above. Oh, mobbing, don't worry about it, you're against me. Like, you can literally drive like, I was about to say like a snail, but we just did Snail's 1v1 commentary, and I don't mean that snail. That snail's pretty quick. But yeah, you're against me. You could drive like a proverbial tortoise and still have a very strong chance at coming out on top. Oh, and James, I think there's maybe been a little bit of a misunderstanding with that, because the final qualification session is at 2 AM, but that's just the final qualifications. The actual event has usually been held 8 PM on Saturdays, but we did move it this week till 11 PM so we could try and get the Australians in. But that's maybe one of the things we're going to have to consider, as it did diminish the turnout quite significantly. So we'll have to look into maybe a better time. But hopefully that clears that up, so when we do bring it back, and it's at 8 PM on the Saturday, the final, but again I know that does clash with a regular event you do attend. And that would be with Mr. Viper. A huge congratulations to him, by the way, for reaching and surpassing 2,000 subs less than 2 weeks after hitting the 1,000 mark. So, perfect, managed to explain that nicely for you. And yeah, once you're back in the parties, if there's any questions, and we can get them cleared up tomorrow. We do see that the gap has shortened significantly with Leo Geo passing at the crossing, and now the slight mistake for Nacho in hitting the bridge a little bit too hard, getting hung up on the bridge. And mobbing, that is something you might be interested in hearing, is when the weekly big one does return, we will be working in some of the remakes here and there as well, because it does help people prepare long term for potential head-to-head crew battles and different style 1v1s as we go down the line. So it allows us to start introducing them to more of the community in the competitive scene. Like I know Alex only ran them for the first time, or a lot of them for the first time last night with us in Keno's. Yep, as me and Jack have discussed that remakes will be coming into it, because I do believe it will, like I say, help get people more used to it for head-to-heads and crew battles, as like I potentially, as alongside, like at some point, like I mentioned, doing a contact playlist at some point, because I think that'd be absolutely hilarious to commentate on as you guys biff each other off the tracks. Stuff we did see, the 153.280 from Nacho to the 157.553. We do see the guys having a good chat in game chat. Yeah, and we will be doing that. We'll be announcing both the semi-finals and the finals the day before going forward. So the tracks that be in the semi-finals will be announced on the Thursday night, giving people time to have a quick look through them. And then the Saturday tracks will be announced on the Friday nights once the second qualification lobby is complete. Again, allowing people a little chance to have a little look at the tracks. Is while we were sticking to just the normal stunt tracks, that was something we were a little bit hesitant of doing, so people wouldn't go out and just hot lap the playlist and get themselves exceptionally comfortable on it, because we all know these tracks and it allows us to play more to our track advantages, whereas with bringing in the custom stunts, we will make that a thing. We can see that the guys have, it looks like that's maybe what they were discussing in game chat, following Jack and Raz's lead from the previous, and they've gone back in time and they are living through some nostalgia. But we do see Nacho has pulled away a slight lead, but Leo obviously able to handle the Wagner at a very proficient level, not losing too much time, but Nacho's class slightly allowing him to pull ahead. But as I say, both of the guys just reliving some of the nostalgia, and it's nice to see a little bit of friendliness and a bit of discussion and something a bit different to what we're going to see all week as people push and battle hard. They are enjoying just a slight nostalgia trip around Pires in the Wagner. We see that nice wide line from Nacho, getting him across the curves nice and early as he punts the ball down the track. Mobbing, I'm sure that reimagining will come in time. We need to let these ideas bubble and broil under the surface and they slowly grow into fruition. I know that the track creation is not my thing. I don't have the mind for it. I don't know tracks well enough, or I don't quite see the world the way you guys do see, and nicely avoiding a gap in the fence by Leo. Nice and smooth across the boots. Nacho still nice and in sight, being really nice and clean, both avoiding all of the pins. The back end of Leo's car kicking out ever so slightly, but hanging on very, very nicely. Come on through final section, tube, and nice exit from Leo, getting onto the curbs on the right side, into the loop. Nice and straight, pulling to the right for the exit, trying to get as much boost as possible across through a loop skip. At the end of this lap, or at the end of the final tube exit, once we've seen Leo down onto the track, nice and safe, I believe we will spend a lap with Nacho as he does pull slightly further away. I believe Leo did get that first brake boost at the top, really nice and clean from Leo. There's been a disconnect from the tube and he wasn't able to pull the car around, and that is unfortunate there from Leo, but with Nacho already having a good lead, it's not going to cause too many issues. No, I wasn't around when Wagner was on this track. I think the last car I did use around here was the RE7B before it was in there. That came out just before I took my break from GTA. But we've seen a 152.729 from Nacho, and I don't believe with the errors, unfortunately, we won't see any improvement from Leo on that passing through. Hopefully going to have time to get round the track nicely. But again, back when I used the RE7B, I wasn't all up to date on what cars were best to use around track, so I'd just usually go with the newest car out. Very, very clean loop skip into the second from Nacho. Really nice. Really clean, tidy over the curbs, and he got my voice really up there, and that was nice stuff from Nacho, pulling off some really clean cuts. This is third race Nacho with a 2-race lead, and this is where he can wrap it all up. World record was 49 something on PS4. Yeah, it was well played Nacho from James, and a beautiful cut from Alex. Alex does have an eye for the nice tube exits, and when a cut's done very nicely, appreciates it really well. We see Nacho bring the time down to a 150, I believe it was a .294. Really nice from Nacho, and that is a lovely low tube exit, and it looks like he'll just about have time to cross the line being clean. Come on Leo, get round the corner, nice and clean. Oh, it's going to be tight. It takes roughly 10 seconds to get down the straight, and I believe he's just a little short. Nacho may be feeling he could have got it. Yeah. The guy saying, imagine with the Emirates, if he did that cut, it would have been a 47. Yeah, Nacho, I was just saying a 50.294. Very, very nice. As Alex says, super fast. And Mobbin, I believe, is saying in an Emirates it would have been a 47, putting you in line for a potential world record there, depending on the point. I believe it's 47. Mobbin, would you be able to fill that in before I make myself look stupid? I know it was broken recently by both Fern and Kino, and they've been battling over it. I'm not quite sure what it's come down to. Somewhere in the 47s. I might be a .6, but I don't want, like I said, I don't want to look overly stupid. Again, I do need to get myself in that Discord chat so I can follow the world record a little bit easier, because it gets a little bit loud and hectic in the chat. It's a bit hard to follow sometimes. Yeah, I think it is Kino at the moment. I know that Fern is going for it again soon, and them two have traded it recently, so it's obviously gone to Kino. with the 47 something. But we do see the guys using the X80 on gauntlet. We do see Nacho pulling ahead in this lovely black and yellow. Here's a straight, I think it's a midnight purple with a dark pearlescent underneath. And hello Snail, there's been a slight issue with the traction there for Leo, and the car did not stick to the tube. Okay, 47.3 by Fiore. That might not have been beat as the best lap, but yeah, Kino with the 3 lap of a 5:28. Thank you very much for that. And again, Snail, congratulations for your 4 points earlier on tonight. Handled the pressure very, very nicely. We see Nacho being able to take a slightly higher line than we do see from the D8, getting himself nice and clean onto the raised second platform, onto the curved platform. Kino has a 47.6. I thought it was a 0.6. Did guess, but a little bit quicker. A slimy Snail from mobbing after the dirty mind games from Snail earlier. I do, as I said, Snail in stream, that was so funny. Yeah, he hadn't played all day, and I know he's not been on quite as much. And Snail admitting that he had been out training and practicing. So able to take slight advantage on a little bit of rust from Randos. But again, you have to take what you can, when you can, where you can. So again, just well played, my man Snail. And again, I do wish you all the luck with the Nova crew. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I'm thinking of. Like a little group or something. And then I can start putting a link in the description and getting the subscribers to head over there first, and we'll be able to arrange subscriber stuff through that, rather than it always being announced on the streams, and then it'd lead to less people just signing up to be subscribers for the event, so we end up with a lot less trolling. So yeah, I do thoroughly agree with that. And again, Snail, I do have to bring up is you played that so dirty, telling him you weren't going for the double loops skip, man, down to the skip on double downtown loop. That was so dirty doing that in chat. Then you did it first lap. You're a monster, mate. You're a monster. You're worse than Tyrion Lannister. A Tywin, sorry. Tyrion was the nice one. Yeah, or that is another option too. Maybe me setting up a Discord server and stuff for the channel and events could be, as Mobbin says, the way to go. Now, we do see Nacho heading in to the final lap with a 2:33.8 flat to 2:55.545, meaning Nacho is with a strong lead. You can see him having a little chat to Leo, maybe just double checking, or might even be warning him he could be on for a very good run in the X80, so he may have to see it out if he doesn't make any mistake. Like, I do think it's a huge shame that the PlayStation community functionality isn't better, because that for me would be the absolute perfect way, because then it could be a closed group, invite people to it, but the notifications don't work very well at all, and we see a nice risky line taking advantage of the height that can be maintained in the X80 compared to the Devati, taking more extreme lines and carrying a lot of speed through the loops. You can see the swing not as far right to left. Yeah, that was a really good PB, my man. You trained a lot on downtown. Yeah, but you did not train a lot on it in the time between when you sent that message an hour or two before. You may have practiced it a few more times, but I am just going to point out that I did appreciate, I liked the dirty tactics. Again, we see that nice extreme line. You can get up so much higher at the banked wall, so you don't need to turn up to the right at all. You're able to just pull the car back down to the left. You do see taking the line still, a bit of lag. With that, at the end of this tube, I do believe we will head on over. We saw the 2:42.364, and this is going to be tight for Leo as Nacho crosses the line with a 7:41.447 with a 2:31.862 as the fastest lap. Knowing that he's not going to finish, he just flings off, maybe potentially going to land on the track piece low for 2. Unfortunate from Leo, but Nacho still a very, very good time from Nacho, only a couple of seconds off the world record. So he will be quite close and getting really quite nice and low to the world record time as well. And Mobbin with a 36.464 world record best lap on downtown loop. So not too far off now, still a little bit more work to go, but cracking into it nicely, just 2 seconds behind. Mobbin is a bit of a master, and as he did mention, I believe there is, if it's not out already, it should be out soon. Maybe Mobbin could just give us a little update on that in the chat. Now, we did see that Nacho had pressed restart, but I'm not sure who was host. It does appear to maybe be disconnecting me, but we'll see what happens momentarily. See if it sucks me in. Okay, and never mind 28.9 by acid. What the actual fuck? A 28.9? How? No skips? How? And yeah, it's done something really quite weird there. We're going to back out. I believe that they chose, well, we did, as I did see, Nacho did go to restart the playlist. It wasn't actioned upon by Leo, and I believe he was the host. I am in my own invite session, so I will invite both of the guys. Oh, there we go, Nacho inviting me, so I'll accept that. Yeah, I know our son is a goat, but a 28 is bloody ridiculous. Hey, no worries, Mobbin. Like I said, I was just asking if you'd be able to give us a little update so I didn't send them over and then they'd get disappointed. I know you said that you were hoping it'd be out over today. I know you'll get that up soon. Right, we're back in the session with Nacho. So I am going in to online friends, scrolling on down and through to my man Nacho. Nacho did take all 3 points, sorry. All 3 points. That does take Nacho onto 13. And he had already confirmed his place in the knockout round. This has confirmed him as top with a strong chance a 28 in an X80. Why are we using the Emirates? We're not getting anywhere close to that. How did the Emirates become the... I'm guessing it was nerfed or something, or it doesn't quite behave the same. But there is, I believe... Let's have a quick look at the link, see where it takes us. Okay, I thought we were talking downtown loop. Myself for a second, but we were talking Green Machine, thank you. Helping clear that up. Oh, I've got the last bit of this playlist, Snail, but we could potentially do that afterwards. If I've not got any more 1v1s, I do just need to give my PlayStation messages a quick check. Okay, and Speed versus Spartacus will be 5 to 10 minutes after this. I'm going to put both in a quick message and message them back just to let them know where I'm at with this one. As we do see Leo trying to chase down Nacho, but Nacho has got a nice lead at the moment. These two into a message, and we do hear that as Leo Geo has been able to take the lead. There we go. Message them both at the same time. And like I say, we will be bringing you Speed Demon versus GG Spartacus very, very shortly after this. There will be a 5-minute stream reset. So it's a good job I did check. I was saying it was a good job I did go check mine. So I am going to have to go commentate myself on Spartacus versus Speed Demon. But if you guys are racing after that, I will join you, and do feel free to put in the chat about maybe hosting something. Oh, risky wide line on the banked curve, and you see Nacho is closing the gap, but it may be a little bit too... Oh, it's closing in rapidly, but Nacho with a hell of a lot of work to do and losing the revs momentarily, and that does allow Leo to take his first win in the second playlist. That does give Leo Geo the lead heading into the second shot, which I believe will be Maze Bank Gauntlet. Can't remember the order of the tracks myself at this precise moment. Dropping my smoke. Spartacus all good with that, giving me time to have the reset, stuff like that. And we should, like I say, to Spartacus at speed, be all good to go by about 1:10 at the very latest. Very glad that Spartacus has been able to sort the match with speed, because we were maybe going to have to apply the penalties. King Fetch having forfeited was the final match, I believe, this round. We do see we are with Nacho in the lovely blue ride. The black and red. Leo, a lovely, lovely exit, a bit wobbly to Nacho into the barrier, has allowed Leo to retake the lead. And yes, James, my chat is full of moderators, have modded most of the people that I've commentated on or sat regularly with in a party at this point. Do see Nacho now with a bit between his teeth, maybe got a little bit slightly overconfident, and that maybe led him to the couple of errors we see. He knows that he took a strong, dominant win over Leo. We see that nice, strong brake boost with the big red puff of smoke and the Patriot tyre smoke. And Nacho retakes the lead as Leo Geo gets hung up on the bridge. Swings on through into the second tube. Nice, clean, high line. Do see, or hear, sorry, horn Leo Geo as Nacho has bricked into the tube, and that allows Leo to level things up. But Nacho very quick back on the boost line and re-establishes and extends his lead. Nacho very quickly to recover, but hitting the lamppost, Leo Geo just slipping underneath, and we are going to flick back to Nacho as he tries to close down the leader. Strong on the brake boost, heading right early on, making sure he doesn't swing too far to the right and miss the checkpoint, getting too close to the bridge wall. A bit wider from Nacho, getting across the curbs into the tube, nice and clean, and a low straight exit from Nacho, but he clips the barrier again, and that does allow Leo to swing ahead we do see that Nacho again having to rein in Leo in the final lap and 3/4. Leo with the potential to take the early point from Nacho. Nacho's gone long, getting down just before the barrier, went underneath him, sliding into it with a little barrier ride to pull the car around. But we do see Nacho is making a couple of errors as the time gets a little bit later where he is. Right, so very nice and clean into the tube this time from Nacho. Nice and tidy through again, no bricking incident. Very clean line, and you can see the gap shortening. The shortening, we see the loop, and it reins Leo in a little bit more. Leo bricking on the curb. Nacho heavy on the brakes into the corners. Leo has swung back into line behind him, pulling along. Nacho with a little bit of a lead here, just passing the line as Leo swings back between the lamp posts. High and goes round nicely, has to pull up a little more than he'd like, feeling he'd swing too far to the right on the exit. Nacho is pulling away. Really clean stuff. Let's see, another. Hey, no worries, James. I'll catch you really soon. Nice, clean, aggressive exit. Really clean. Nice honk of the horn from Leo, letting us know that he is enjoying the challenge of battling one of the best in game at this precise moment. You see Leo swinging hard to the right, then back to the left to enter into the tube on the left side, but he does clip the divider, and that has ruined maybe an improved lap. We've seen the 154.665 with mistakes on the previous 2 laps from Nacho, and he could be on some improvement here. We'll see momentarily what he throws at us as he crosses the line. Now, we will be heading, and we saw a 149.618 from Nacho. Very, very nice. And yet, that I do agree with you, Nacho. It has many bullshit moments. Takes an incredibly lucky run, or controlled run, to take advantage of the places where other racers can potentially brick. 149.618. Very nice time though. Just 8 seconds faster than the best lap we were able to see with the mistakes from Leo. I'm sure we would have seen an improvement on the final lap, but getting caught up in the dividing wall at the end of the tube made that difficult. We are going to be heading into Gauntlet. Pires, sorry. And Green Machine, sorry, got a bit confused with the playlist from earlier. Snail was able to take 4 points across the 2 playlists from Randolph. and us, unfortunately, struggling to contain nerves slightly, only able to claim the one. Now we see Leo Gio in the Kruger, Nacho at the moment behind, but already closing the gap. You can see on the minimap and hear the engine coming more into focus. Back end of the car already passed and gone through Leo Gio. Leo with a bad reaction to clipping the pin. He has now lost a lot of time to Nacho before the first tube. Nacho, with incredibly clean exits in general, is going to be very, very hard to catch. We see it nice and flat towards the ground, no wobble in the air, no high risk. He takes a widest point to the left he can on the approach and then swings back. Really nice and tidy from Nacho, very controlled, climbing lightly against the barriers, lining the car up. We hear the squeal of the brake boost twice down the straight, where we didn't see the puff of Patriot smoke, and the car just disconnecting ever so slightly from the tube, but he had pulled it around enough. Didn't lose too much speed, and Nacho nose planting platform that has given Leo Gio the lead. And Nacho now with all the work to do to try and rein him back in. The Nacho going aggressive across the curve, trying to get the engine revs up nice and high as quickly as possible. Extra little whip, a little extra bash off the barrier, trying to get the revs up. The barrier boosts do give a good kick when done right. Heavy on the brake through the corner, carried at a lot of speed, and you do see the gap appears to be shortening ever so slightly. But Nacho keeps on pushing hard. I see Leo had come into contact with a second pin, meaning he maybe has lost a little bit more time again. And Leo getting hung up in the barrier at the bottom corner. Really unfortunate from Leo, as Nacho now trying for a good aggressive line, nice and low. The car trying to buck out of control, but handled very, very nicely as Leo blows up on the exit of the tube. Really unfortunate from Leo, and that is going to allow Nacho to extend his lead and pull away nice and strongly. Nacho with the nice controlled line, taking the half wall instead of the full loop, letting the car do the work on the pullback round. round. I don't know why I quite shouted round then as I tried to correct myself. Again, just missing the barrier this time, not wanting to damage the car anymore as he goes in for a nice lap. See a 148.827 for Nacho for the 201.333 so far from Leo. Don't know if you will see any improvement on that with the errors, and Nacho somehow manages not to get messed up on the boost. Experiencing a little bit of luck rather than the usual rockstar bullshittery on that boost. Leo was unable to pull it down. Now saying shit. And a lovely ramps loop skip there by Nacho, and this could now be a very nice time. He had a strong lead, was able to take the big risk and really go for it. You could see that he did slightly protect the car at the end of the lap, not wanting any more damage on the car, going for good brake boost, getting first one almost perfect. We saw the long tyre mark come out from behind the car. The second one we heard a good long extended squeal of the, yeah, nice lap Nacho. Oh, nice and low by Nacho, pulling the wheels down to try and get early contact as he is on for a hot lap. You can see Nacho coming into game chat as he apologises to Leo that he is going to have to cross the line. He could be on for something nice. Really pushing for it. Really nice by Nacho. 148.30. Nacho will be slightly unhappy that he's not quite managed to break in. 47s. And it's going to be close for Leo. It may, unfortunately, be a little bit Nacho saying that he's lost the speed boost in the first tube, unfortunately. Saying it's a bit of a bad lap. Nacho, your bad laps are better than my best laps. So, F's in chat for the death of my fledgling racing career. Nacho has been able to take the lead 2-1 after losing the first early race in the second playlist. Got one race left, that is Green Machine. I'll be dropping in to an invite session. Quickly end stream, restart it, and get straight on in. Speed Demon versus Spartacus. So, like I say, that will be brought to you straight afterwards. I do understand if some of you do want to get back to the racing action yourself, and you're more than welcome to tune in at a later time. It will be up on the YouTubes for you to enjoy when you wish, but I also know that some of you would like to get a little glimpse of Spartacus. See if he can maybe pull himself back from the tricky position he's in. His next opponent after Speed Demon will be Randos. So that will potentially be to decide who goes through alongside Snail. Oh no, it's Snail versus Randos. Spartacus, sorry. Randos versus Speed. Oh, I thought that was a little actual bit of a grip there. We do see the guys both this time going with the D8. Nice aggressive line onto the curves by Leo, but maybe steering a little bit too sharp, losing some extra rev. We've seen Nacho getting that really thick boost through the loop, pulling a little bit further away from Leo. Leo trying to match the line, going really wide and aggressive too, and seems to be holding a distance a little bit better. But Nacho is still pulling away slightly, and again you see he's extended a little bit more through the exit of the final loop. You see the chrome tipped diffuser back of Leo's knife. Oh man, a blaze red on the D8. black highlights. ZNacho taking that slightly more aggressive line, but you see the difference in line between the V8 and the X80. The X80 does not need to pull any further up the wall. The V8, with its extra speed and boost potential, able to pull on through and round. Really tidy. 32.446 from Nacho to 35.424 from Leo. Good first laps from both. Nacho under my PB already. Leo starting to get close. I'm at 33. I would expect to see Leo improve. We are going to move over to Nacho. We are going to see some of them thick boost lines. Now, after this as well, we will be back to the other tracks from round 2 for Spartacus versus Speed Demon match. And these are the tracks for week 3. These are the tracks that I'll be placing mobbing on later in the week. See, that's a nice dark blue on Nacho's car with the, I believe it's the grey highlight fluctuating car. It's a slightly different bodywork section, it's very nice look. Nacho really clean through the section of the track. Again, no mistakes, no massive clashes with the barrier. He's taking the route to the right here. It does seem to be more common that the ride members usually go to the left on that first part. That's what I usually see, that Nacho goes with the more common line across the community to the right. Lovely approach. Second jump, we see the brake lights flash on as he goes for, and I believe he did get a slight little brake boost, maybe not complete package. And hello, my man, third house. Really clean, line through the tube, and I imagine we are going to see some improvements, carrying a good rate of knots to 29.344. And let's see if Leo is able to improve too. Coming down and through and across the line himself now. Down to... I don't think it's improved. Nacho taking the loop line, and you saw the car's back end bouncing nice and early. And no, it doesn't appear there's been any improvement. Unfortunately from Leo, allowing Nacho to extend his lead, and not a lot, my man, not a lot. Just enjoying my commentary. I have another one almost, well, it is directly after this. I will be ending the stream after saying my goodbyes very quickly, sending you over. In fact, I might start doing that now. Is please do head over and check out our man ZNacho and my dude Leo Geo on the old YouTubes. I'd like to say a huge thank you to the guys for letting me commentate them. I'm still going to see the action out, just doing that bit a little bit early. And again, thank you to everybody for coming by, checking out the channel, and again for us reaching 100 subscribers in the next day or two. I will announce properly my plan for the 100 subscriber special over the next weekend in replacement of the weekly big one, which will be taking a postponed break for a week while we figure out the plan. Nacho going for the risky cut, missing the boost, but with a strong enough lead. Nacho, my heart went into my mouth for you for a second then. Extended backflip, very nice, landing on all four wheels, really clean. But Nacho did go for the heavy risk, trying to cut the ramp slightly, missing the boost and losing the speed. But good line, nicely cleared up as we do. Head over to Leo. He's been able to close in on Nacho with the mistake, but I do believe the distance is going to be a little bit too great to reel in as Nacho does shoot by underneath him, finishes. That does wrap Nacho up with a clean 16 points, clear at the top of the table. After the match tonight with Speed and Spartacus, I will get this table all drawn out nicely and I will be posting it in the Champions League chat so we can start to keep a better eye and people know exactly where the points stand. I would like to say again a huge thank you to both ZNacho and to Leo. Nacho offering the GGs to Leo in chat. Congratulations to you, Nacho. That is 6 points. You are clear at the top of your group with 16. Only missing out on 2 points that you lost out to with the draw to tie. A very strong, dominant performance. I am going to be ending the stream really quite quickly. Again, do head over, check out ZNacho and Leo Geo's channels. Do also please check out a couple of my other spanners or moderators in chat. Also, the other 1v1s are spread across mainly mine and Marine Jack's channel, so go and check all of them out. There's also one of mine is uploaded on Diego's when he commentated that for me, with it being a bit early, and then there's a couple on Tell Me I'm Vortex, his channel, that I co-commentated with him there before I got my channel set up. Again, massive thank you to getting me to 100 subs in just over a month. I will be releasing all the details for the 1v or for my plans for the 100 subscriber stuff very shortly, and we will likely do that on Friday and Saturday night, allowing me to commentate on like up to 46 people across 3 or 4 different lobbies. So with that, I am going to close this stream. We'll be back in 10 minutes at the top, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!